And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then there's Bull. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Murray against Doncic. For Murray, lock at 6. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
Richardson outside. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Barton. Shoots over Marjanovic. And that one's good, Jokic.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Marjanovic, no good. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Porter finds Barton, and it's Denver scoring again.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Murray to the middle. And that one's good by Porter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic passes to Richardson.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And Barton throws it down.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Richardson. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. A pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
There's the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Dallas making a switch here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Passes it to Jokic. Mavericks with the rebound. Richardson attacking. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, no easy answer for how you defend Richardson on the drive.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Morris, left side. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And Morris drops them both. Mavericks trail by 7. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Melly. And Dallas again with the bucket. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Morris inside. Fires the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Nuggets lead by 3. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Cauley Stein, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Millsap misses.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Powell dishes to Cauley Stein. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Finney Smith, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Pass to Barton. Doncic with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 2. That one goes. Count it. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
And that's a foul called on Bol. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And Doncic, here we go. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. A three. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Murray finds Jokic. From past the arc. A shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Doncic. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
They get the rebound. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-6 run. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 8 points.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean,
it's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. Then there's Bol. And it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Down low. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis inside. He's covered by Murray. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Richardson. Here's Porzingis. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now an 8-point Maverick lead.
Boy, you can see it in his eyes. Porzingis looking aggressively for his shot.
Barton drives in, and Barton throws it down.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
Barton passes to Bull. There's the dish to Porter. Over Hardaway. Misses off the left iron.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And stolen by Richardson. Passes it to Porzingis. All going up court. And it's good. 2 points. Richardson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Denver gets it back. The kick out to Barton. Over Richardson. For 3, Murray. Porzingis with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Barton finds Porter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So good. 1 free throw coming up.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Richardson outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson. They get it back. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Richardson outside. Pass to Melli. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Dallas leading by 12. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Porter. Melli passes to Powell. A nice shot by Melli. Melli's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's Porter outside. And it's Melli with the rebound.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it, and does it well.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here, we've got Josh Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Porzingis in at center, locking down the middle. Here's Dozier. Good on the three-point shot. Dozier's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Back to McGee, and he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got his first basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Back to Brunson. Basket counts.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Millsap finds Morris. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's off from three-point range. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. Doncic passes to Hardaway. The shot misses. And it's Denver the other way. The drive by Jokic. Martin. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. No good. Good work defensively by Millsap. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Cole. The offensive rebound.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Doncic looking it over. From deep three-point range, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Millsap. Murray, the pass to Jokic. That one goes in.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Doncic outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. For 3, Murray. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Redick inside the line. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bull can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Leading by 5. Jacks up a 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys. And for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
It's Barton on the wing for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Redick surveying the D. And the 3 off target. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
For three, Murray. Rebounded by Hardaway. Now here's Cauley Stein. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They came. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. We've got Will Barton. Hole is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the guard position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, down low. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's Cousins. He's off on that one. And Denver the other way now. Porter with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside, Porter. Jokic kicks to Porter. Pass to Bull. Back to Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. They grab their own miss. Outside for Murray. Outside Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
The Nuggets have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. And the pass to Porter. Three-pointer. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep, George. And it's Denver with the rebound. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Bull. Shoots over Cousins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Beverly finds Leonard. Out to Ibaka. Pass to Beverly. Inside. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Beverly.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Porter looking it over. Jokic passes to Barton. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Over Ibaka. And that one's good. Jokic. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Here's George. Takes it off the glass.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots from the baseline, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Cousins. From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Ibaka against Porter. Launches a three. The Clippers grab the miss.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
George with the ball. Now Bull defending. Here's Cousins. The feed to Ibaka. For Murray. Here's Cousins. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Murray against Beverly. Bull kicks to Murray. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clip. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Morris. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. To the paint. McGee, the pass to Morris. Back to McGee. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Passes it to Kennard. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Morris finds Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Jackson passes to Morris. Kennard with the ball. Nuggets trail. To the inside. Gordon. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his team.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Morris looking over the floor. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Kept alive. And McGee kicks to Morris. Left side Gordon. Now the pass to Rivers. A second chance effort. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by McGee. For Denver, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Rivers dishes to McGee. Rivers passes to Millsap. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Millsap's got his first basket.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Here's Zubac. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Millsap. Nails the baby hook. Millsap's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jackson finds Kennard. Pass to Zubac. And they call the foul, so he's got, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Barton. Defense is right there. And another miss by Denver.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Leonard, finished off the break. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Porter, outside. Another miss, his 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
a pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead up. And
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Boyd. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Beverly finds Cousins. Here's George. And the shot goes down. 10 points for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter with it. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Jackson looking it over. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rivers against Kennard. McGee with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And here's Morris for 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rivers. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Morris finds McGee. Over Jackson. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McGee.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
Pass to Millsap. Kicks to Morris. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go. Clippers leading by 9. Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Morris against Jackson. Here's Gordon. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris kicks to Zubats. Kennard on the wing. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and gameplay. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Rivers surveying the D. Millsap flanks the putback jam. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Porter. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
George dishes to Leonard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Passes to Murray. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. Here's the pass to man. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Beverley missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
George looking over the floor. And Cousins kicks to Beverley. Man passes to Beverley. There's the dish to Cousins. 5 on the clock. Back to Beverley. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 9. Porter passes to Bull. He feeds it to Porter. Dishes it to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Over Leonard. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Man passes to Beverley. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverley. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. Morris comes in for Will Barton. And it's Rivers in for Jamal Murray. Jokic finds Rivers. Back to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
George dishes to Leonard. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Good defense by Jokic.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
They get the rebound.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
George passes to Ibaka. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And the wide open shot for Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers leading by 7. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game. The deep 3 from George. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Rivers dishes the Bull. But he gets it back. Outside for Millsap. Rivers passes to Millsap. Feeds the Bull. Morris outside. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Millsap passes to Bull. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic grabs the miss.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Here's Bull. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka. And it's Cousins in at the 4. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. Now here's Marjanovic. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now, here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. They get a bet. Marjanovic, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Beverly finds George. And it's good for two.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Now, here's Doncic. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Takes the three. Dallas, no good that time either. Passes it to Beverly, to the middle. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball. Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's Ibaka, that time on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Make no mistake, guys. The playmaking ability of Luka Doncic is special. Even at a young age, this guy can pick apart a defense.
Now, here is George. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's the fast break. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. There's the feed to Beverly. And he gets the bucket.
Now, this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Marjanovic. Ibaka with some nice D.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Beverly dishes to George. The pass to Cousins. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Doncic against Beverly. Out to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Now, here's Kennard. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. Morris, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Doncic outside. And that one drops for him.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Outside Jackson. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverly. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Now here's Redick. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the left side wing. Here's man. Pass to Kennard. Pass to Zubac. Here's man. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and that one is good from Zubac.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Redick, and Brunson has it in the corner. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Kennard with the ball. Back to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. One-on-one here. Redick for 3. Here's Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Zubac. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Morris passes to Zubac, and the layup is good. Zubac has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Passes it to Powell. And here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Los Angeles leading by 7. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Kennard the pass to Zubac. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now Brunson. Now the dish to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. Stolen by Zubac. From 18 feet away, a putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 11.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Batum with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Batum's running. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Brunson. Kicks it to Richardson. The pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Melli. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Marcus Morris. And George is subbed in for Kennard. Jackson against Doncic. With 1 on the clock, that one drops for him. Doncic has got 6.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. Some major league offense. Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Clock is at 3. Here's Beverly. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here is Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's Richardson on the wing. Over Ibaka. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Clippers leading by 11. And here's Leonard from 3. Cousins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Cousins. The Mavericks making the shot. Ibaka in the post. Guarded by Marjanovic. Ibaka, no luck.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Doncic. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Now, here is George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Doncic. 11-point game. Inside, here's Marjanovic. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Ibaka. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to George. Down low. Here's Cousins. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
Richardson right side. Left side, Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porzingis has got 6.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. He has 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Pass to Powell. Passes to Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Pulls up on the elbow. Jump shot is good.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Dishes it to Leonard. To the paint. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Poke loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Mavericks trail by 12. 34 seconds left in the third. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Now Powell, a terrific option in the pick and roll, knows to slash and finish.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jackson finds Morris. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Zubac's the pass to Morris. On deep. They get it back.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the small forward spot. Here's Kennard. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Inside. Porzingis passes to Nelly. Richardson for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, it's 6'9" with good athleticism. Dunking, not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and and Ja both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Now, here's George after Luka Doncic's miss. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Outside, Redick. Shoots. Marjanovic kicks to Redick. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Out to Hardaway. A three ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
And there's the pass to Kennard. Shoots over Redick. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Doncic against Leonard. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
Now, here's Kennard. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. To Ibaka. Wide open. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. From outside the arc. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
Outside Leonard. Count that one.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Doncic outside. Up again. Porzingis on the foul.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Now, here's Kennard. Leonard kicks to Kennard. Leonard on the wing, covered by Redick. Kennard finds George. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Kennard, the bounce pass. So the Clippers with the win. A truly... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. So Dallas will get the first possession. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Bol. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Lob pass to Porzingis. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Jokic is running. Offensive rebound. Fast break Dallas. Here's Doncic. And laid in to finish the break.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Murray. And he overshot that one, missing. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Doncic. Top of the key, Porzingis. Shoots over Barton. Porzingis can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And stolen by Richardson. Hardaway against Barton. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Bol. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of it.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 5 to shoot. Richardson the pass to Porzingis.
Well, it appears to me that pressure doesn't get to Porzingis, guys. In fact, you could actually make the case it makes him sharper and more focused.
Barton outside. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The Nuggets trail by 4, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Millsap. Bol. Millsap trying to get open. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The 3 for Doncic. Tipped away. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
The superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Runs in the pass to Finney-Smith. Barton against Brunson. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got his second basket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Nuggets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Morris passes to Millsap. Shoots over Powell. Green. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dallas moving the ball around. Richardson attacking. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 4-point game. Moves back up. Pass to Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Brunson. The shake. And the layup is good. Brunson's got 6.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Takes a shot at the elbow. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at... And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help him.
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Nikola Jokic. Austin Rivers is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. And Morris drops them both. Mavericks leading by 6. Now here's Brunson. He has 6. And he makes good on the layup. 8 points for him.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Rivers. That 3 off the mark. The Mavericks shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Redick passes to Cauley-Stein. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavericks. Morris dishes to Gordon. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. That one good for 2.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Brunson. 8 points for him.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, getting over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Mavericks leading by 12. Finney Smith kicks to Redick. This one for three. They shot off that time, and the Nuggets going the other way. Morris passes to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Pop. Now Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Brunson. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 10. The drive by Gordon. He gets that one. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Thrill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Morris passes to Gordon. Stolen by Brunson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Tips it up, and Murray with the second chance points.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Pass to Porzingis. Cauley Stein with it. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's Doncic. Score of the basket, his third after 5 shots.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Barton kicks to Jokic. It's good from long range.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Shoots. Here's Porzingis. Off with the layup. So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this team, his leader. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at center. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The Nuggets trail by 12. One-on-one fast break. And they pick up 2.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Doncic passes to Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bulls got it back down to within single digits for Denver.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
The Mavericks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Green the pass to Jokic. Here's Murray. Second shot opportunity. Feeds to Green. He dishes it to Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure. Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Pass to Jokic. It's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Passes it to Melly. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Count it.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:31 left in the third. Melly passes to Porzingis. Right at the free throw line. It's not going to go for him. Here's Denver now. They're on a 12-4 run. Porter. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Brunson. Another shot. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. Doncic is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Brunson kicks to Redick. Tries again. Morris with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 6. Gordon with no one around. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. 7 points in the game.
Oh, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gordon for 3. But they get it back. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Richardson. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks leading by 7. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got his first points of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Barton throws it down.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Porter against Hardaway. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. From 10 feet out, Porter, no luck. Mavericks leading by 10. From 20 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Here's Barton. He feeds it to Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Doncic feeling it out. Dallas, no good that time either.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And Porter putting it right back in.
Always good to see the young fella, Porter Jr., outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
There's the pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, Porzingis is a unique big man, no doubt about it. He's often compared to Dirk Nowitzki, somebody that can space the floor as well as hurt you with his athleticism. And actually, he's probably a tad more athletic than Dirk.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
The three for Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. From downtown, nailed from three-point land.
Boy, I love the size Richardson gives you in the backcourt, and also the shooting.
Morris, left side. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good there. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Richardson finds Doncic. A three-pointer, no good. And so here's Denver. They trail by 9 points. Rivers passes to McGee. Now Millsap. Back to McGee. Dishes to Millsap. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Richardson with it. The dish now to Doncic. Over Gordon. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bol in at the 4. Now, here is Ibaka. Back to Beverley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like seeing Patrick Beverley attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter-oriented.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Bol the pass to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Beverley, the pass to Ibaka. Out to the wing. That one doesn't drop. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Bol kicks to Barton. Sinks the three-pointer. And here's George. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Beverley wide open. Off target with his 3. Porter with it. Leonard picks him up. The drive by Jokic. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Leonard looking around. Back to Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, Ibaka. Shoots over Barton. Los Angeles with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Porter, no luck. Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Murray after the Clippers pick up 2. Outside Porter from the arc. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. To the inside. Jokic finds Murray. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Beverley. Ibaka outside. George against Barton. Yep, it counts.
Silky smooth stroke. Nice touch. Paul George is a terrific jump shooter.
Barton surveying the floor. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Leonard. Jokic kicks to Bol. Now the pass to Porter. It's hauled in by Beverley.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Now here is Ibaka. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
It's his first trip to the line.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Morris against Kennard. Millsap passes to Morris.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 1.
Venom.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
You've got Monte Morris. Rivers out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Rivers scanning the floor. Passes it to Green. A 3 from Morris. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Yes, that goes in.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Clippers trail by 3. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Inside. Shoots from the line. Kennard's shot is off. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Millsap misses.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Kennard kicks to Beverly. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Green. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Millsap kicks to Green. Here's Rivers. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 3. And Morris throws it down.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morris outside. Rivers against Morris. Back to Morris. Over Kennard. The Nuggets with another miss.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. So they take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
Outside Millsap. Here's Morris. And they call the foul. So, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
So for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's George in for Kennard. Barton kicks to Jokic. George against Barton. Jokic passes to Bull. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Bull. Bull's got 3 assists now in this one. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Leonard the pass to Cousins. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here from the baseline. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Bull. Jokic against George. Porter kicks to Jokic over George. And it's Denver scoring again.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson passes to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Murray. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim. Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Murray. Barton outside. Jokic inside. Ibaka on him. Ibaka with some nice D. Nobody near George. The Clippers keep it alive. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Ibaka. Lays it up off the glass. Ibaka's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Porter. Over Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Outside Porter. Bull with it. Cousins is there. The Nuggets with another miss.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Charity strike shot. The putback. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Barton. The shot's good. Barton's got 5 now.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. He kicks it to George. And George with the stuff.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
The Nuggets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porter against Leonard. Here's Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Morris.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Shots good by Ibaka.
Wow, that was a nice athletic roll out of the screen. Ibaka moves with tremendous ease.
Morris against Morris. The feed now to Green. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
JaMychal Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played in the D-League and France, but he solidified himself as a quality NBA big man.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Batum against Morris. A shot by Batum, no good. Down low. With a tie, Rivers passes to Gordon. Green kicks to Morris. On the wing, Gordon. With the tip, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
The big thing is that Millsap is attacking, trying to make plays for this team.
Here's Beverly. Makes it off the glass. Beverly's got 6 points.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Morris with the bucket. Here's Beverly. He has 6. And there's the pass to Kennard. And it's sent back by Morris. And they'll keep possession. Zubac's the pass to Batum. It's good.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
The Nuggets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Los Angeles on top. They're up by. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Gordon, and it's Rivers, and it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. The drive by Gordon. Over Jackson. Yes, and the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And that one misses. Clippers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Cousins against Gordon. Cousins, the pass to a... Oh!
Yes. Goodness. And right there, you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Millsap. Gordon finds Rivers. It doesn't go for him. The Clippers in the lead. Left side, Ibaka. Feeds it to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Gordon. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard kicks to Cousins. The dish to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Lets it go. And again, Denver no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Back to Beverly. Leonard dishes to Cousins. Outside Leonard over Gordon. Leonard no luck. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Rivers. And again, Denver no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Cousins makes it off the glass. Cousins has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
To the paint, it's tipped. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. There's the 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Rivers. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Millsap finds Rivers. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
George passes to Leonard. Now Beverly. Back to Leonard. Dishes it to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard from downtown. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Kawhi with the 3, showing he's able to stretch the floor more and more.
Down low. Back to Gordon. Count the basket.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
And here's Leonard from 3. That shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Trifecta!
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Pass to Ibaka. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. George way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Millsap has the open look. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot. Here we go. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, Baca is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Now here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic out to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Beverly. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Marjanovic has got the first points up on the board for the Mavs. Got a piece of it. Hardaway against Leonard. 9 feet out. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Now, here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's Marjanovic. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And so just over a minute and a half played.
I see him.
George passes to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And Cousins kicks to Ibaka.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Over George. Paul George with the steal. Over to the left wing. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Leonard with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. In the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking for the first basket of the game. The pass to Ibaka. He kicks it to George to stop the drought. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Melly. Here's Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Zubac. Morris outside. Zubac the pass to Kennard. Back to Zubac. Powell with the steal. Pass break Dallas. Richardson's running. Here's Finney-Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game, and he makes the first. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for George. Clippers trail by 3. To the middle, here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Here's Melly. And here's Richardson. And he drops it in from the low post. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now, here is Morris. Not a lot of room. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Jackson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. Brunson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now Redick, count it, good.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Brunson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now Hardaway following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Pass to Brunson. Shot from 16. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Baca comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Cousins in for Morris. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Ibaka. Redick surveying the D. Passes it to Brunson. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Cauley-Stein. The Clippers getting the bucket. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Misses the follow-up. The Clippers have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Leonard kicks to Kennard. Knocks it loose and stolen by Redick. Pushing it up. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Kennard, the pass to man. Out to Ibaka. Plenty of space. Again, the Clippers.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Brunson against Kennard. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. And that one drops. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 4 now for the man.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now the feed to Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. It's good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Brunson against Kennard. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Here's man, guarded by Powell. Here's Cousins. The shot will not fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Luke Kennard. Now here's Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. The second chance effort, and Marjanovic with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here's Doncic. Over Beverley. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Maverick. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Serge Ibaka displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverley in at the point. Now Doncic. Paul George missing from long range. Doncic finds Marjanovic. Right side Porzingis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Dallas, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game.
but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Mavericks leading by 6. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Nifty move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
Dallas making a switch here. Ellie's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. George dishes to Leonard. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Now, here's Doncic. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. George looking around. The dish to Beverly. Pulls up. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Trains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 5 now.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Paul George.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 5. With the shot. And that one's good. Marjanovic. He's got 6.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
And here's George. He has 5. Dishes it to Morris. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hardaway against Batum. The 3. Out to Doncic. The pass to Marjanovic. Moves back up. Paul George grabs the miss.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Outside for Batum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Doncic with it. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player
who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Melly. 2 on the clock. Over Ibaka. And it's Melly missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now Brunson. And Redick kicks to Finney Smith for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Finney Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. Jackson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson the pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Inside, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Jackson has the open look. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside, Redick. Now here's Brunson. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
Kawhi Leonard.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Brunson. "14 feet away. Bucket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Now Brunson. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson. Jacks up a 3. That one no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. Back to Redick. Over to the wing. Brunson finds Powell. Clock at 6. Redick for 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Cousins with it. Now defended by Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
It's Redick on the wing. Launches a 3. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Jackson. Off target at the rim.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Porzingis.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Right side, Rondo. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And here is Burke. No good on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the shot is good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Redick. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. To the paint. Here's Melly. And he jams it with authority.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Outside, Redick. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them.